we are bringing this show for you from outside the theatre. Almost all the theatres in Tamil Nadu are shut off because of a major face-off between the Tamil Nadu government and the entertainment industry. 30% extra municipalities tax that is being levied on the moviegoers, theatre owners and producers, apart from the 28% that the GST has imposed. So literally 58% of tax that the moviegoers and theatre owners and film producers have to pay to the state government. Today they have decided to strike, so none of the movies are running here in Tamil Nadu and all the film goers are quite disappointed. Take a look at this report about how this is working and how actually this has affected the film industry.
These queues outside theatres in Tamil Nadu won't be seen from July 3rd. Movie buffs across the state will be deprived of their favourite flicks at a nearby theatre. The GST rollout from the 1st of July has escalated the trouble between the state government and the theatre owners. Post-GST, prices for movie tickets are set to soar as they will be taxed at 58%. Wondering why? While 28% of this is GST, the rest 30% is entertainment tax being imposed by local civic authorities. And furious over the move, theatre owners have decided to shut their doors. The Palanichami government has already found a loophole in the GST tax regime by transferring the power to impose 30% entertainment tax, which is originally a state tax to local civic bodies, thus keeping it out of GST's purview.
There used to be an entertainment tax which was levied by the state government, which under the constitutional amendment has now been transferred to the local bodies. So as far as GST is concerned, the state tax has been subsumed into the GST, whereas the local bodies still have the powers to levy the entertainment tax. So the local body act was amended, and the state government has now got an entertainment tax which can be levied by the local body.
Movie producers and cinema owners are now up in arms, demanding the rollback of the 30% civic tax.
Tough times are seen prevailing for movie buffs in the state. After the GST rollout, the cinema theatre owners have decided to go on a strike from July 3rd, claiming that now they have to pay a massive 58% as tax for every ticket they sell. And what is more evident is that how this EPS government dug out a loophole through which they have added their own 30% tax to the overall GST taxation. Well, after the cinema theatre owners and the film producers have upped the ante, even till now, the government is in no mood to reduce the tax. In Chennai, Pramod Madhav for India Today.
Well, the big question is, will the state government act immediately, because there is a huge loss to the film industry and there is also a risk of piracy. I am now joined by my colleague Pramod Madhav. Pramod, what are you picking up? How long will this fight go on? Has the government relented? Are they ready to reduce this tax or exempt it completely?
Well, Priyambada, this is a very complicated situation that is happening in Tamil Nadu, and for the first time in its history, the theatres have been shut down across 800 theatres all over the state. And imagine 1,100 theatre owners are participating in this massive protest, all against the state government and its new policy of introducing 30% as this local body tax, which was earlier as entertainment tax. Now, I have to also mention this kind of looks like a loophole against what's Centre called as the One Nation, One Tax policy. This is not a GST. We can't call it as an STGST or CGST, but a separate local body tax. And this is why the theatre owners are really upset, claiming like when the whole nation is paying just one tax, why should we pay two different taxes? Now, from the state government and this finance minister has explained that we will take cognizance of whatever the information and whatever they have approached them with, theatre owners have approached them with, but they haven't given us a clear answer. And it seems like at least for 4 days this protest might continue before the state government takes any kind of decision on it, Priyambada.
Well, Pramod, this is definitely going to affect the moviegoers in a way that they can't come to the theatres, but also increases the risk of piracy for the newly released movies.
Well, certainly it does, Priyambada, but we have to also worry about the producers and the directors and the actors who participate in creating movies. Imagine, like in Tamil Nadu, the major period for releasing movies is the
Well, thanks Pramod for joining us on that live and giving us the details about what's going to happen in the strike today and what is going to happen in the next couple of days in Tamil Nadu. Looks like a lot of action up here in Tamil Nadu. Moving on the same story, in fact, all eyes are on Tamil Nadu DMK's working president MK Stalin. The assembly is going to convene today after 2 days. Will Stalin act as extra entertainment corporation tax that the government has imposed over and above the GST? That is going to be the main focus today, probably in the assembly, because the EPS government has refused to relent despite the Tamil film industry, which has held meetings after meetings with the EPS government. With the row intensifying in the state over the GST rollout, the DMK is likely to take up the matter and corner the Palaniswamy government in the assembly today. Well, this is basically a big issue here in Tamil Nadu. Looks like there is going to be a major loss for the film industry. At least 500 crores is the expected loss, we are being told. And also, most importantly, there is a major threat of piracy, as at least 14 movies which were released in the recent times are completely are going to be facing the big face-off. So definitely a major issue here in Tamil Nadu. Moving on, it's not just Tamil Nadu, but Karnataka also up in arms against the GST. The Sandalwood has demanded that the GST should be reduced from 18% to 5%. There could be a lot of problems related to GST that we are witnessing, a lot of confusions and about how the compliance is going to happen. But a group of students in Bengaluru have designed an app to actually help the traders who have been dealing only with cash all these years. Because remember, everything is going to be computerized now. Some shopkeepers might not be familiar with this online transaction, and these students in Bengaluru have actually come up with an app to help all these small-time traders. Take a look at this report filed by my colleague Nolan.
Small-scale traders in Bengaluru's biggest wholesale market are worried over the procedures of GST compliance. Forced to employ an extra staff just to manage their monthly filings after the GST rollout. To end their worries, these students from PES College of Engineering have developed a GST app called Kubera. It can be used for accounting and bookkeeping. The traders have to just fill in minimum details like income and expenses.
Simple billing, everyone knows. Just to click on a button, billing is done. To just add an item, simple billing is known by everyone. The problem with how to make it completely accountable, that's the problem we are facing. What Kubera does it provides an interface for you to just put a bill. Okay. You need to know how to put a bill. Just click on that items, it will be added to the bill. Done, accounting is done there. That's simple, it's made.
Once an invoice is generated, the Kubera app can accomplish the accounting part also. The advantage of the app, is that it's compatible to be uploaded on the GST server. The Kubera app, as claimed by the developers, outperforms similar products in the market. And the best part is that it requires no internet connection.
85% of the smartphones are based on Android only. So if we develop the app for Android, then 85% of the market is covered. Only thing the investment here is only handheld smartphone. They can download our softwares and they can start using the app accounting.
After downloading this app and securing it with a password, the trader can use several features like inventory management, manufacturing, payroll, and data access. Developers claim almost 600 odd traders have already started using the app since July 1. With Nolan Pinto in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
That's definitely an interesting app which is going to help the traders, and that too by young students, to reach out during this GST time when there is a lot of confusion. But moving on, staying on with Karnataka, of course, pro-Kannada groups, anti-Hindi groups in Karnataka have plastered Hindi posters across metro station in Bengaluru. This Kannada Rakshana Vedike group yesterday came out and they decided to plaster the posters of Hindi nameplate of a metro station in Bengaluru, intensifying their stir against practice of Hindi signboard. The pro-Kannada group plastered the name of Chikpete metro station on Sunday. This after the group staged a protest last week and demanded the Bengaluru Metro Rail Corporation Limited to stop using Hindi for signboards and announcements at the metro stations. I'm joined by my colleague Nolan Patrick. Nolan, a very good morning. Looks like the anti-Hindi protest, the pro-Kannada groups are intensifying it. What is their next plan and how is the government dealing with this?
Well, in fact, good morning. They are against the three language policy. They do not want Hindi. They say that the metro, BMRCL, comes under the state government. They say that BMTC, the trains, the buses, everything comes under the state government. In BMTC buses, you do not have Hindi, you have English and Kannada. Similarly, this should be the policy that is to be followed with BMRCL Metro. You have English and Kannada. That is the issue over here. Now, it's not just these fringe groups who are protesting, but also educated Kannadigas who have actually come out saying and asking the government, why is Hindi being allowed over there? They have no issue with English, but they say that it should be Kannada first because it's the state language and then English next. Now, when the government did not pay heed to them, this is what they have started to do. Very, very quietly, name boards or anything that's in Hindi or in BMRCL property, that is on BMRCL property, like the Chikpete metro station, the beginning right there, they've actually pasted a paper over there to block it, saying that Kannada and English, but no Hindi. So these are the ways they're actually going about with their work until their idea is force the government, force the authorities to take action. Now, it was just a few days ago that Union Minister Anand Kumar from Karnataka said that we will still follow the three-language policy. However, it will be Kannada first, English, and then Hindi. But the people over here are not acceptable to that. They say that it should be just Kannada and English.
Well, Nolan, in fact, with assembly elections just round the corner in Karnataka, do you think these kind of activities, doing pro-Kannada activities and anti-Hindi agitation, is in a way to ensure that the BJP doesn't come back to power in Karnataka? Do you see any kind of political instigation or provocation to this entire episode? Because BJP has a strong hold in Karnataka, so does Congress.
Well, that's a nice angle that you're looking at, because no one has spoken about this. But the point is, neither the BJP nor the Congress will go against this. Even though they may condemn this, saying that this is not the way to go ahead with it. But when it comes to the language issue over here, the BJP and the Congress are on the same book, because none of the national parties can actually go against the language. They all support this. They might say, yes, it should not be forced in this way. The Kannada Rakshana Vedike or the KRV or fringe Kannada organizations should be stopped from going against this, but both the parties will not. But then again, the Congress can say that the BJP is in the center, so they need to take some sort of action over here. The BJP likewise can say that, see, we are in the center, yes, but this is not the way to go, but we also support Kannada. So none of them. So we're not too sure how exactly this will pan out in few months, because we have elections, like you said, around the corner next year. It can also be preponed to December. There is also talk about that. But again, language is extremely critical, very crucial, very close to the heart of the people over here. So none of the national parties will actually play games with this.
Absolutely, Nolan. Just like Tamil Nadu, where language is very close to the hearts of the politicians and people, which is always used in politics. In a tragic incident in Nilgiris, a wild buffalo attacked a 65-year-old man who later succumbed to injuries. This man, Radhakrishnan, was standing in a queue at a ration shop. Suddenly, a wild buffalo came charging at the people. During the chaos that followed, physically challenged Radhakrishnan also tried to escape. But by that time, the buffalo reached him and tossed him in the air. People then rushed him to the hospital, where he succumbed to the injuries. A 12-year-old boy has taken it upon himself to fill potholes in Hyderabad. This little boy goes around the roads of Hyderabad and fills the potholes there. This has definitely moved the Hyderabadis, who have been witnessing many incidents, many accidents because of the potholes. Ravi Teja, who passed his class 5 this year, picked up a gravel and stone to fill potholes near his residence at NGI and Haziguda station. Ravi was moved by the death of 14-month-old Chinnari, who fell into a borewell in Rangareddy district. Even as the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation remained unmoved, this student of a government school was seen at Haziguda main road on Sunday collecting gravel and filling up potholes. We have Ashish from Hyderabad. Ashish, definitely a moving story, a very nice gesture by the little boy. But has the municipal corporation and the government been moved by this? Are they taking any action? Has this boy taught them lessons? Have they learned their lessons?
No, Priyamada, that's the sad part of the entire story. That is still in several areas of Hyderabad, the roads are filled with potholes, and citizens are taking the responsibility to fill this pothole. If we talk about this particular incident and this particular boy, like you rightly mentioned, he has passed his 5th standard and he is awaiting his admission in next standard. So one day he found a pothole near his house and he started filling that pothole, and of course he was very much sad after the tragic death of a 1.5-year-old toddler. She had fell into an open borewell and she had died. So it hit this boy, and he started. He thought like contributing to the society, and he started filling the potholes near his house and near his locality. But yes, while this little boy is doing his bit, his contribution to the society, his filling potholes, the municipal corporation of Hyderabad, they are yet to fill the potholes in several areas. Right now, currently, the city is facing down.
Thank you, Ashish. Right, we got it, Ashish, absolutely. Thanks a lot for joining us. Sad that the authorities have not taken any lessons from this 12-year-old boy.